wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on second down and 11. Throwing now is Lance. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
Here comes the 49ers punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. Taken in at the 22. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They begin the drive with Robinson. A very tough run, but for a short gain out near the 32.
I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On third down, Harrison. Can't get rid of it. He's taken down. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Well, that was an interesting little chess match there because the offense went empty set. No running backs in the backfield, so they're trying to get people out into a route pretty quickly. But guess what? The defense sees that. They go ahead and move themselves into a blitzing situation and come right after the quarterback. They had more guys there than they could block. Boy, that was a big gamble for them right there. They went for it on 4th down, showed a little chutzpah because they did it with the lead here in the 4th quarter. And this defense is once again unable to stop them.
On first down, it's Robinson. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
137 yards rushing for him now as his big night continues.
Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees, and the offensive guy.
Kyle Shanahan doesn't care much for that last call, so out comes the red challenge flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide, and I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things, but even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass.
Looking to throw on second down. Harrison. And off his back foot, he'll heave this one deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. DJ Chark, the intended target, and it's 3rd and short. Shreds the tackle, and they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Starting to feel a little to me like the air is coming out of the balloon, so to speak, defensively.
They're taking their will from them right now. That's what they're doing. Whatever they want to call, it's working. They're handling things up front, and it's not just the offensive line. It's everyone. You're seeing the guys on the perimeter blocking downfield and making sure that they're secure. So, yeah, you're exactly right. The air's out of the balloon, and right now they're almost lifeless.
It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is...
And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown.
James Robinson,
his second touchdown of this Super Bowl.
And the Jaguars are feeling good as they extend their lead in this Super Bowl. You talk about certain guys just having a nose for the end zone. He's one of them, and he was not going to be denied there.
And defensively, especially in the red zone, you've got to be able to at least slow him down and hold on for dear life. But he's able to get out of a couple of tackles there, and not enough people got there in time. Pretty poor on the defensive side of the ball.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. San Francisco set to go on offense once more. And it's becoming more and more apparent that this is just not going to be their night. That Lombardi trophy so close, but the expectations simply have not matched the results as they start on this drive, 1st and 10. On 1st down, Lance got a man. That's Ayuk.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So it's 49er football here as we get you reset.
Throwing on 1st down is Lance.
Flushed out right, and that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Now Lance throwing on 2nd down.
That's going to be caught by Samuel. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Jags have 5 in the secondary here on 3rd down.
Here's Lance to throw it.
And this is going to be incomplete. It's been that kind of a day so far throwing the football. It just seems like nothing going right offensively.
Yeah, it's a catch that should have been made, pure and simple. And look, everything else that goes into running a good pass route, throw it all out if you don't catch the ball.
Been that kind of game throwing the football so far. Nothing going right offensively. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Lance now on 1st down. He's got Ayuk on the sideline.
That catch good for only a couple.
2nd and 8 coming up. Lance looks to throw again.
Gets this one to use check. And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their 1st timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
The Lance going to throw.
Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now the Jags will use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's Lance. They'll leave that underneath to Sermon.
And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
That'll be caught by Ayuk. Touchdown 49ers. 8 yards on the touchdown pass. And the 49ers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Oh, this is blocked. Picked up by the offense. This is a live ball. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the Jaguars. And that should just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And out now comes Jacksonville as they get ready to go. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they...
And this is taken in at the 5. Touchdown! DJ Chark, 43 yards. And the Jaguars have put this one to bed here in the fourth quarter. And when a Hail Mary is completed for a touchdown pass like that, I think any defensive coordinator just puts their face right into their hands.
I don't think there's any doubt about it, and I don't have stats in front of me. I don't have the empirical numbers that say that in recent years the Hail Mary pass has been completed more than it has been, but it feels that way, doesn't it? And I know the defenses are spending more time on it. I think the biggest mistake they make is that they play everything from behind the receiver. I think they've got to start getting people in front as well to try and knock the ball away.
And the 49er hands team does its job. And San Francisco gets set to go here. Those Super Bowl hopes that they had really dwindling now here in the fourth quarter. That NFC crown that they got 2 weeks ago seems like a distant memory as they have been outplayed tonight. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Defensively, you look at the numbers. Another incomplete pass that we just saw, and they're under 200 yards passing for the game, so they've done their job on that side of the ball.
Yeah, recently I was actually working a game where a quarterback had a streak of 5 straight games without a 200-yard game, and that was a big talk, both in his town and amongst his team. How do we get the passing game going? So big credit to them holding them under 200 today.
From the gun on third down, Lance. This will be caught. It's Samuel. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll bring up second down. One final try now for Lance. This will be caught at about the 6. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on third down. And the Jaguars have done it. Jacksonville, the Super Bowl champions. And when this moment comes, I think you look back at all the blood, sweat, and tears, the offseason, the workouts, training camp, week 1, 2, 3, all building up now to say you're a Super Bowl champion. It's worth it.
It certainly is, and rarely do we have a team that hoists the Lombardi Trophy that didn't have their share of bumps along the way, didn't have to face some adversity in the journey, and now they get to just enjoy it and revel in it. And all offseason, they'll be signing their autographs with Super Bowl champion underneath it.
this year, just how everybody